Sadhguru, welcome respected Shrotas and Sadhakas. It's a great art, necessary art to keep up the inspiration consistently, to be able to listen to the Shastras, which is the first one. It's followed by studying the Shastras. It's followed by Manana Chintana about the Shastras. With that, when the knowledge becomes firm, then it's continued by Nirantara, Bahiranga and Antaranga sadhanas. All of them when we are doing continuously the mind and vasanas as shatrus, outer worldly duties as obstacles keep on coming. In spite of all of them, to be able to do this sequence of events starting from the listening to the Shastras till the deepest sadhana done is a great art, great achievement. First one we are doing, let us not even give it up. While continuing this, let us take up the second, third. When we know that these are the things we have to do, it's always good. And better than that is, when you know these are the things to do, let us do them. Shravanam, we will never give up. In fact, we do the Adhyanam after that, Manana Chintanam after that, then the required sadhanas. That way, congratulations to you, appreciations to you for being regular. Then my salutations and gratitudes that you are there, therefore only we are able to have that courage to study these Shastras. So, in our evening session today, in our next 2 hours, our Shastras to be studied by us are one Shri Yoga Vasishta Maharamayana Shastra in English. After that, in the next session, we'll have Atma Bodha. 6 mantras only are there. In 2 3 days, that will be done. We'll start the next sequence. Then Skanda Purana, a beautiful topic is going on of the Brahmanda Varnanam. In that, Prithvi Saptakam is described. Urdhaloka Saptakam also is described. Adholoka Saptakam will be explained today. Then we have in our beautiful Katha Upanishad Parayanam with Adi Shankara Bhashya as a part of the commitment of Prasthanatraya Parayanam during our Chaturmasa Diksha. We'll be doing the 9-10 mantras left in the first Valli. Then we do the second tomorrow. In this way, programs are these four. Among these two, how many we can give time? In how many we can put our mind, intellect, from how many we can learn the knowledge, strengthen the knowledge, get convinced about the knowledge, extending gratitudes to the gurus and the God, invoking their blessings, how much we fill our bosom with this spirituality, all that beautifully is our own choice. Let us seize this opportunity. First one is remember all our 13 Vyaktitwas to be improved through the study of Shastra and Sadhana. Loka Sevaka Dharma Sthapaka Viragi. Bhakta Shishya Mumukshu. Jignasu Shrota Sadhaka. Parishrami Prerita Prashanta. Then Samskrita Bhasha Gnata. Who are helping us in this regard? The 6 sources of Parabrahma Tattva, Ishvara Tattva, Jagannamata Shakti Tattva. Then the Devata Ganas, the Guru Ganas, the Shastra Gana. While I am saying these only, if you can remember them, do salutations to them, have the feeling of gratitude to them, a humbleness in front of them, and then a prayerful mood that please continue blessing us. That would be an instantaneous sadhana. These things alone get counted, which subsequently make us more serious, sincere sadhaka. That way, every moment, as much as possible, not involving into the worldliness, keeping ourselves in the spiritual aspirations only, aspects only, we can help ourselves. That's a topic also. Okay. Now, in that first text of Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, We are in the 9th Sarga of second Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakaranam. This is called as Karma Nirupana is going on. Need of the karma is being explained. 5-6 slokas we have to do. With that, this Sarga over. Then the 10th Sarga comes. In that, the topic is GNANA AVATHARANAM. So, in what we have studied in first Vairagya Prakaranam, second up to 9th Sarga, the purpose of the text called as Atma Tattva, Brahma Tattva, Vicharana, Adhyatmika Sadhana has not taken fully. In between, it was said once in a while Purushartha was discussed, while Viveka Vairagya was discussed. But from this 10th Sarga, name itself suggests Jnana Avataranam. अब ज्ञान का अवतरित कर रहे हैं हमारे वशिष्ठ जी भगवान. By telling us right from the beginning the preparations, the qualifications, the Jnana Prapti Paddhati. Oh, it will go on now for next 29-30,000 slokas. Big patience we have to have for it. Lot of patience. मेरे को तो डर ही लग रहा whether I will be able to do or feel like stopping in between if the mind intellect do not cooperate or permit for whatever the reason. But if Vaashishtha Kripa is there, Vishwamitra Kripa is there, Valmiki Kripa is there, Vyasa Kripa is there, Vamadeva Kripa is there, our own Guru's Kripa, Sri Ramachandra Kripa hai, Shruti Mata Kripa hai, I think we can continue as long as possible. But doesn't matter, every day is a gaining. Every sitting is the one either gives new information or already existing information. It reminds us, it strengthens us. It isn't it? That way it's beautiful. Let us begin with like every day our mantrocharana and then sankalpa for 3-4 minutes. Start. Om 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 Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharusibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Guruvihi Purvam पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व सच्छास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्. ॐ आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्. श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं. वाल्मीकेर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति पराङ्गतिम्. ॐ यद्वाक्यामृतपायिनां प्रतिपदं सत्यं सुधानीरसा यद्वाक्यार्थविचारणादभिमतः स्वर्गोऽपि कारागृहम्. यद्वाणी विशदात्मपूर्णमनसां तुच्छं जगत्तूलवत् तस्मै श्री गुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे. यस्यार्षं प्रथिता जगत्त्रयहिता सा वेदमाता परा यश्चक्रे तपसा वशे सुरगणान् अन्यत् शिश्रुक्षुर्जगत् तं बोधाम्बुनिधिं तपस्वि मुकुटालङ्कार चिन्तामणिं विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहम्. श्रुत्या ब्रह्मैव रामः प्रकटितमहिमा येन तस्मै वसिष्ठः यः सीतां ब्रह्मविद्यामिव सदसि पुनः सत्यशुद्धां किलादात्. यद्वाणी मोहमूलं शमयति जगत् आनन्दसन्दोहतोऽग्ध्री तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्रीगुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः. पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नं आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृत जलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराण इतिहास सन्तवाङ्मय उक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्धि तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शन अनुग्रह अनुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां भक्ति ज्ञान योग वेदांतादि प्रक्रियाणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति विश्व एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानाम् आचार्याणां गुरूणां श्रेयोभिलाषिणां भक्त शिष्य साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु श्रोतॄणां आश्रमाणां संस्थानां पूर्ण आयुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां दिव्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर समस्त शत्रूणां शाश्वत रूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च सनातन धर्मस्य संपूर्ण रूपेण संप्रतिष्ठा प्राप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां समस्त श्रोतॄणां साधकानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भक्ति गुरु भक्ति देवता भक्ति शास्त्र भक्ति सत्संग भक्ति साधना भक्ति देशभक्ति धर्म भक्ति सनातन धर्म भक्ति माता पितृ बुधजन भक्ति सेवा भक्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम अध्ययनम साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थमयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षये वशिष्ठ महर्षे विश्वामित्र महर्षिभ्यो नमः। श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम द्वितीय प्रकरणम मुमुक्षु व्यवहार प्रकरणम नवमः सर्गः। Karma Vicharanam Nama. Friends, in this Sarga, in our yesterday's shlokas, that discussion is going on about the Prayatna, then Abhyasa, then the Ghani Bhutatva of the Vasanas. Ashubha or Shubha. The Sambhavana of this is being discussed. And in that, what is said by Shri Vasishtha ji to Rama and to all of us is, today, whatever the strength of vasanas you have, positive or negative, ganibhut कहते हैं उसको, is because of your own abhyasa done, prayatna purvaka abhyasa. whichever they are there. So, with prayatna, when the abhyasa is done, those vasanas are formed, good or bad. Once the chitta forms those vasanas very strongly, thereafter, those alone, the vrittis, those alone, the forces to do those type of karma. It is such a beautiful aspect when rightly utilized, given by the Paramatma, that it helps us to get even moksha. So therefore, Sri Rama is suggested from now on with Prayatna, do the Abhyasa of the Shubhata, then you will develop Shubhavasanas. See how simple but important is this aspect along with all the encouragement and optimism that is there in it, the Ashavada, isn't it? So we have seen yesterday up to the 39th mantra, just 3-4 mantras we'll browse through, then continue the remaining 5-6. We'll see from 34th मंत्र से देखते हैं. What was it? वासनौघस्त्वया पूर्वम् अभ्यासेन घनीकृतः शुभो वापि अशुभो वापि शुभमध्य घनीकुरो. In this sloka, the main word is tvaya. By you only. Purvam, in the past. Abhyasena, with your own rigorous abhyasa, knowingly or unknowingly, self-decided or prompted by others. Vasana ogaha, the strong quantity of the vasana power in yourself, ghani krutaha, being solidified. Shubhovapi ashubhovapi, that you know it. My suggestion is Shubham Adya Ghani Kuru. Now onwards, have the goal to do the Ghani Bhutatva, Ghani Bhava of the Shubha Vasanas. Again by Prayatna, by Abhyasa. Next, Pragabhyasa Vashadhyata Yada Te Vasanodayam Tada Abhyasasya Safalyam Viditvam Arimardana. Oh, destroyer of the enemies. Outer enemies तो है नहीं कोई, राम जी को. He is very young. His father is taking care of all of them. No, the inner enemies only. If at all they are there, what are they? The Ashubha only. So he says, Prag Abhyasavashat Vasana Udayam Yata Yada. Because of the Abhyasa earlier, when the Vasanas have become stronger, Tad Abhyasasya Safalyam. We have to be believing in this, that the Abhyasa gives the Safalata in making those Vasana or Samskara. A Arimardana, know it. Underlining word is what here? Abhyasasya Safalyam. When we do the Abhyasa, it will give Safalata. Now, how much this thing has to be independently contemplated, more than discussed in the class. That we are weak in our life in not doing many things because of so many other negative abhyasas, vasanas we have had so far. To such we know this contemplation कि मैंने ही अभ्यास से ये वासना घनीभूत किया है, तो अभ्यास has that strength. Let me do the Shubha Abhyasa from now onwards. Isn't it? Million things Shubha we have to have as samskara in us. Many. Whether it is waking up in the morning, whether it is a regular upasana, japa pujas, whether it is our shastra, shravanam, adhyanam, mananam, chintanam, dhyanam, whether it is our positive values, whether it is our following our dharma, all of them are with the abhyasa shakti can be made as strong vasanas, after which it is very natural and easy to do. Abhyasa. Yesterday, day before, both the days we have seen the quotes from the Bhagavad Gita, from many other texts also, Viveka Chudamani, ityadi. Abhyasena tu kaunteya, vairagyena grihyate ityadi. So, मैं हम now अभ्यास योग करने वाला हूं मैं. कर्म योग का अभ्यास, भक्ति योग का अभ्यास, अष्टांग योग का अभ्यास, ज्ञान योग का अभ्यास, and then स्वधर्म परिपालना अभ्यास, then developing values वाला अभ्यास. So निरंतर our mana should be what abhyasa I am doing, I have to do. लगे रहो, मजा आता है ये इसमें रहने से. Simple thing in all sports, how the youngsters gain those different medals or achievements, Only one thing, abhyasa, abhyasa. Even negative examples of chori, dakaiti, gotala. What is an abhyasa only? That they have mastered it. The terrorisms, the naxalisms, the kidnappings, the cyber crimes, the any other things. See the abhyasa bala. हो गया कल हमने ये सब देखा देन इदानीम अपिते याति घनताम वासनानघ अभ्यासवशात् तस्मात् शुभाभ्यासम उपाहर so इदानीम अपि even now also mind you little aware by you lot of unaware by you uh, some abhyasa is going on in you because of which some vasanas are getting ghanibhuta which will be influencing tomorrow. This is a very crucial thought which yesterday you have not given much discussion or value. ज़्यादा thought नहीं दिया हमने कल, आज इसको थोड़ा सोच लो. Even now also some abhyasa is happening in us, consciously or subconsciously, which is going to become ghanibhuta vasana, then influence our life. Like example, na, casually only, every day after dinner, you sit to watch TV for half an hour. You are not minding it that way, but then that is becoming a Ghanibhuta Vasana. That after a year or so, you can't be without watching TV after that Bhojanam. Or afternoon, let us say, after Bhojan, 1 hour I have to sleep. So I'm not talking good or bad. How we, through Abhyasa, creating the Vasana even now. Like you talk to your children abroad somewhere on phone 1 hour every day. It is becoming an Abhyasa. It's an Abhyasa becoming a Vasana. So to subtle things. The Kama Vikara Abhyasa becomes strong Kama Vasana. The Krodha Vikara Abhyasa becomes Krodha Vasana. The Irsha, Asuya, Dvesha, that Abhyasa is making that Vasana forward in us. So by this shloka and meaning, Vaashishtha is telling us, be alert at every moment. That what is that you are consistently doing, it becomes a Abhyasa and it becomes a Vasana. Beware about it. It is about the type of the foods eaten also, leading to variety of physical diseases if the food is wrong one. It any of the consumptions of the alcohols etc. cigarettes. इसी तरह से ना दो अभ्यास अभ्यास से ही वासनाएं बनते हैं. वो हो रहा है अभी. कौन सा हो रहा है ध्यान देना. सी इदानीमपि ते वासना अनघ घनतां याति अभ्यासवशात्. Idanim, present. Therefore, tasmat shubhabhyasam upahara. Undertake the shubha things abhyasa. That means a day has to be fully planned with all shubha कर्मास एंड उसका डेली अभ्यास करते हुए उनका हमें वासनाएं बनानी है, पॉजिटिव संस्कार बनानी है. सो होमवर्क वी हैव टू डू व्हाट एग्जैक्टली द स्पिरिचुअल एवोल्यूशन के लिए things are required to be done. Note them down and give the time slots to it during our day. Then do the abhyas of it. देखते देखते वो संस्कार बनेगा. Everything, see, that's why ध्यान अभ्यास, योगा अभ्यास है ना, जपा अभ्यास, उपासना अभ्यास, सारे अभ्यास ही होते. इवन नाउ आल्सो. Then next shloka was Purvam Ched Ghanatam Yatha Na Abhyasa Tava Vasana Vardishyate Tu Na Idanim Abhidata Sukhi Bhava. अब इस श्लोक में भगवान थोड़ा वशिष्ठ जी टोंट मार रहे थे राम जी को. इफ यू हैव right now the negative vasanas because of which you are forced to do negative and not yielding to the guidance of guru etc in doing the positive. Point one. Second, if these are not formed because you are past vasana, past abhyasa, then right now also you continue doing the negative things and no new vasana will not be formed. And then this way go and destroy yourself. मतलब फिलहाल वासनाएं हैं नेगेटिव but not accepting that they are formed because of bad abhyasa in the past. Therefore, now you don't want to leave that abhyasa and then also don't want to suffer, don't want to get destroyed. Chalo karo fir. If you are not believing the abhyasa of the anything, especially अशुभ, creates the अशुभ वासना, फिर मैं तेरे को रोकने वाला नहीं हूँ. If you are not understanding the principle and rightly utilizing it, and with your crookedness of mind, intellect, and arrogance, if you just want to do what you are doing, then you will get what you are getting. This is the subtlety of the shloka. Purvam chet ghanatam yata na abhyasavasat tava vasana. अगर तुम कहते हो तो वासनाएं पूर्व अभ्यास के कारण घनीभूत नहीं हुए, देन वर्धिष्यते तो न इदानीम अपि, अब भी उसका डेवलपमेंट नहीं होगा. ये ताता देफॉर सुखी भव. अब जा मैं तो सिर्फ सुखी भव कह सकता हूँ, लेकिन बनोगे कि नहीं सुखी, व्हाट वासनास वी आर क्रिएटिंग एंड एक्सप्रेसिंग दैट डिसाइड्स. From here, this topic of Vasana Udaya started. Throughout this text, many places, Vasishtha keeps on alerting and warning us. Okay. Now, whether the Abhyasa makes the Vasana strong or not, and that Vasana formation helps or not, please remember, next look I am saying, Sandigdhayam api Bhrusham. Even though you are in a Sandeha, in an indecisive state of mind, Sandigdhayam api Shubham eva samachara. Okay? Keep doing Shubha only. Because when Shubha are done, as per my opinion, asyam to vasana vruddhav Shubhat dosho न कश्चन. तो शुभ कर ही रहे हो, शुभ फल तो हो ही जाएगा. बाय योर ओपिनियन उसका वासना नहीं बन रहा है तो कोई नहीं, शुभ तो हो रहा है ना, बिकॉज यू आर शुभ डूइंग. बट एज पर माई पॉइंट, if the Shubha doing regularly, creating Shubha Vasana, Doshona Kashchana. So what is the dosha in that if good habits are formed? Is it not? स्वामी मेरे को शर्मिंदा हो गया, मैं क्या करूं, बुरा वासना हो गया. क्या हो गया तुमको, हर दिन मंदिर जाता हूँ. अरे वो तो तेरी शुभ वासना. पता नहीं, हमेशा मैं मस्ती में आनंद में रहता हूँ. पता नहीं, मैं सबकी तरह रोने का मेरा खत्म हो गया. अब मत रोना यार. इट्स अ गुड वासना, इट इज शुभ वासना. सो शुभात दोषः न कश्चन. शुभ कर्म करने से शुभ वासना बने या ना बने, इसका दोष नहीं है. अगर बने शुभ वासना, उसमें तो दोष है ही नहीं. देन यू बिकम एफर्टलेसली द डूअर ऑफ गुड थिंग्स. Therefore, at this moment, do the Shubha Karma. Therefore, the whole topic, if you remember from the past, what the discussion is going on is the Adhyatana Karma, the Paurusha. And a Praktana Karma, Adhyatana Karma. So, new language is given to that. The Praktana Karma is called as Vasana now. The Adhyatana Karma is the Abhyasa. The Adhyatana Abhyasa will create tomorrow's Vasana positive. Negative hai to negative. So be alert, be aware, take into hands the Shubha Karma and do it as an Abhyasa so that इसका शुभ संस्कार बने. और लाइफ इसी में आगे बढ़ेगा. If you are either reluctant or careless, inadvertent, then we become victims of a lot of excuses, justifications. Immediately the Purva Vasanas come and they trouble us. Now this particular subject has how much close relation with Yoga Darshanam, you see. In the Yoga Darshanam, what was the discussion? 5, 6 or 10, 20 sutras back. That the Chitta has its own dharmas of samskara only, which are vasanas. They are in 2 stages. One is manifest, utthana, one is another unmanifest. In the unmanifest, the prak, the atita and anagata. And in the present is manifest. Isn't it? So we always have the chance of entertaining in the present such consciously, such vrittis, and do even such actions that from the anagata say, even any of the ashubha samskaras are there, they are not even allowed to come into the vartamana. So you are saved by that. Same is said in the beginning also of Yoga Darshanam. Vrittayaha Panchatayaha. The thoughts are of 5 types. All 5 types of thoughts are Klishta and Aklishta. Klesha Yukta and Aklesha Yukta. So kleshas are the avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, vinimesha. They are all negative vasanas. Aklishta means none of them. That means Shubha, uske opposite wale. That is why this is called Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana. So yoga, because chitta and vasanas, here we call more and more as vasana, there it's called as more and more samskar. Ana? Karma vipaka. The result of karma, not only in the form of phala, but in the form of samskara, form of samskara. So this mechanism that is, whole Vedanta is, spirituality is understanding the mechanism. Like bhakti, how it works, the mechanism. Karma yoga, how it works. Shastra Adhyana is a mechanism. Yoga is a mechanism. Vedanta. उसको हमें पकड़ना है. One of this is this. Prayatna yukta abhyasa leading to vasana. Thereafter, we live life according to that. So, अस्यां तु संदिग्धायाम बिभ्रुशम शुभाम एव समाचर अस्याम तु वासना वृद्धौ शुभात दोषो न कश्चन. Even when you are in dilemma, Shubha only karma you do with prayatna. Rose, every day. Asyam tu vasana vruddhau. In the Shubha karma doing, even if its vasana is developed, Shubha dosho na kaschana. How there is a dosha in Shubha? कोई दोष नहीं होगा. One of the beautiful Shubha acharana or Shubha karma, Shubha abhyasa leading to Shubha vasana is always chanting the name of God, our own Ishtadev. सारे देवताएं होलसेल में चाहिए तो सारे देवताएं इसमें होलसेल में है करके ओंकार का उच्चारण ऑल द टाइम ओम ओम चलता ही रहना हो. ओम इज लिटिल सटल एंड वैराग्यवान पीपल विल लव इट. नहीं है उतना वैराग्य, थोड़ा डिवोशनल इमोशनल टाइप है, टेक योर राम नाम, टेक योर कृष्ण नाम, टेक योर शिव नाम, टेक योर देवी नाम. हु सेज नॉट? उसका अभ्यास से उसका ऐसा संस्कार बने that any time of the day effortlessly that nama is coming in our chitta and mouth. People do that. इतना भजन कीर्तन करते हैं कि वो कोई ना कोई भजन या कीर्तन मुंह से निकलता है. कोई लोग देशभक्ति गाने गाते हैं. They are fond of it. Therefore their mouth से always from that mouth without effort. Some people भूले बिसरे गीत अब सुन के every time that गाना comes in their mind because अभ्यास से वासना बना. So Namasmarana is a good abhyas. In the same way, Stotra Parayana is a good abhyas. वो करते करते उसके संस्कार बनकर एनी टाइम द स्तोत्रास विल रिमेंबर्ड बाय यू, यू कैन मेडिटेट ऑन दैट. स्तोत्र कहो और इवन मंत्रास ऑफ अवर श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास. दिस इज अभ्यास. सो टू सम स्माइलिंग अभ्यास, कीपिंग कूल वाला अभ्यास, कॉन्शियस होकर डेवलपिंग द कॉन्सेंट्रेशन वाला अभ्यास. क्लियर? संदिग्धायामपि भृशम शुभामेव समाचार. That is the samahara. Bring into your life only shubha karma abhyasa. Don't go toward the negative at all. Those who are just starting the life, like Sri Rama, for them also these are advice. Those who have gone through some period of life and are slowly getting habituated to the negative, उनके लिए वार्निंग एंड एडवाइस यही है. Those who have become elderly and throughout life only Ashubha they have done and fully the Ashubha vasanas are formed in them. For them also same is the idea or suggestion. Shubham samahara. Shubham eva samahara. So Shubha करते जाओ. Isn't it? Shubha करते जाओ. देखो that junction period, that crossing the barrier period, that breakthrough period आने तक ब्लाइंडली आंख बंद करके हमें गुरु जो कहते हैं वो करना, शास्त्र जो कहते हैं कर करके जब करने का अभ्यास होकर उसका जब हम फल देखते हैं ना, देन तब जाकर फेथ कॉन्फिडेंस आता है. देन यू कैन चैलेंज नेगेटिव थिंग्स एंड से आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू प्रैक्टिस. तब तक दे विल डिफीट अस बिकॉज दे आर पावरफुल. What to do? Listen. I think this shloka will come in this or next sarga said by our Vaashishtha himself. Let me see where it comes. Now, it's a cute shloka. देखो यद्यदभ्यस्यते लोके तन्मये नैव भूयते इति आकुमारं प्राज्ञेषु दृष्टं संदेहवर्जितम्. See, yad abhyasate loke. Loke, in the world, the people, yad abhyasate, whatever they are doing the abhyasa, tanmayena eva bhuyate. Bhuyate, they become, tanmaya, become one with it. They become one with that only, whatever their abhyasa they are doing. Iti akumaram pragneshu drushtam. Means, right from the child to the elderly person, they are doing it and they are becoming like that. That is seen. Second thing is what? From the child to the old man, everybody knows it also. Drushta means what? They know it. आकुमारम प्राग्नेसु दृष्टम. मैं जो बात बताया बड़ा बात नहीं है, बच्चे भी जानते हैं. जिसका अभ्यास करो तो उसका आदत बनता है और वो जाकर वासना बनता. But problem in the bacha or children are what? The negative they are not able to give up. Because the beauty of the positive they are not convinced about it. वहाँ थोड़ा सोचना पड़ता है. इसलिए अच्छा अभ्यास करो, बंदा अच्छा बनता है. ज्ञान होना एक बढ़िया बात है, बट करने का शुरू करना भी. दैट इज वाई शुभामेव समाहरा इन द अर्लियर श्लोक. And then Bhagavan says in this, Sandeha Varchitam. There is no doubt at all, both in the happening of this and in the belief of this. What is happening? Whether children ho ya prajna ho, whatever abhyasa they are doing, they become that. It is the happening. And children ho or the bade log ho, they know this. Whatever abhyasa done, we become that. There is no doubt about the belief also. Everybody believes it. So you believe it. And whoever are doing, they are growing. You do, you grow. So yadyad abhyasate loke tanmayena eva bhuyate. Iti, in this way, kumaram pragneshu drushtam. From the child up to Kumara, this is seen. Sandeha varchitam. There is no doubt even little bit. अब देखो how much this thought has to be understood as greatly as the earlier one. Both Paurusha, मुझे करना करके. Then I have to do the Shubha Paurusha as a Shubha Abhyasa Lagatar. Paurusha means what? At one time it is. At the time of the occasion. But Abhyasa is Lagatar. So once we have decided to do the Paurusha, that we want to put our effort, let the effort be put consistently. Then it becomes Paurusha Abhyasa. Third, that Abhyasa should be of the Shubha. It leads to Shubha Samskara Vasana. See, we have seen this shloka in Atmabodha, or it will come in 22. Evam nirantarabhyastha brahmaivasmiti vasana haratya vidya vikshepan roga nivarasayanam. See, evam nirantarabhyastha brahmaivasmiti vasana. मैं ब्रह्म हूँ ये वासना का निरंतर अभ्यास करने से, या मैं ब्रह्म हूँ ऐसा अभ्यास करने से, so मैं ब्रह्म हूँ वासना बनेगा. Harati, it will remove what? Avidya and Vikshepa. The ignorance and the Vikshepa created by it, that Aham Devasmi, etc. Harati. Like when you take medicine, Rasayanam, Rogan, the disease is removed. Again in Vivek Chudamani, another place. Beautiful. All of them will come here also. Bhagavan says there, Yatha pratyag avastitam manaha. As much as your mind is focusing on inner self. Tatha, to that extent, munchati bahya vasana. The outer vasanas go away. Both the inner vasanas are becoming stronger, outer vasanas are going away. Then nishesha mokshe sati vasananam. When all the vasanas go away, atmanubhuti pratibandha shunya. Atmanubhuti will be experienced without any obstacle. Here Bhagavan will say in next sarga, यहाँ लास्ट में भी अगले में भी कि डू शुभ वासना सो मच. that the Ashubha Vasanas totally go away. Then convert the Shubha Vasanas into Adhyatmika sadhana. At the Parakasta sthiti of the Adhyatmika sadhana, even the Shubha Vasana also have to be given up. You will be giving them up. Then Vasana Rahita, Vasana Avashyakata Rahita, Brahmanubhuti will come, which is our goal. Like in Atmabodha and Alvisa, with Vidyabhyasa, we remove the Avidya. Thereafter, even Vidya, which was Abhyasa and Siddhanta, also is not required because it is a thought level. What we need is an direct personal experience, avaroksha anubhuti of the Atman, the Brahman. Such a clarity our Shastras give us. It's only we have to show that interest keen and listen carefully, grasp it, and believe in that, start doing it. We are the makers of our life. It's all in our hands. Done? Now, this one we have seen 39. Let us do the 40th one. Shubhavasanaya yuktaha tadatra bhavabhutaye param paurushamashritya vijityendriya panchakam. See? Therefore, so beautiful shlokas. The concluding shlokas. Shubhavasanaya yuktaha tad atra. Tad means this being so. Atra, in this context, you, bhava bhutaye, for your own spiritual evolution, shubha vasanaya yuktaha, endowed with the shubha vasanas and pauram paurusham ashritya. Okay, by doing supreme purushartha, you develop your shubha vasanas by the shubha abhyasa, by your prayatna, by your paurusha. So, paurusha, prayatna, abhyasa, vasana. शुभ का करो. शुभ पौरुष, शुभ प्रयत्न, शुभ अभ्यास, शुभ वासना. सो तद अत्र भवभूतये शुभ वासनया युक्तः परम पौरुषमाश्रित्य स्टार्ट योर साधना. व्हाट इज फर्स्ट साधना? विजित्य इंद्रिय पंचकम. वेरी क्रूशियल. इसके ऊपर these all topics are like subheadings. These will be developed later on exhaustively. Like in Shvetashvatara Upanishad, Kim Karanam Brahma, Kala Swabhavo Niyatirya. They are all subheadings. Later on in the subsequent shloka, how each one of them are not the Karana of the Jagat. Only Parabrahma, that also Abhinna Nimittopadana one side, same time, he is not, his own Maya. ये सारे हमको आगे बताएंगे. बहुत बड़ा mind blowing discussions they will be. Like any of the Upanishad. इसलिए हमको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा याद नहीं रहते बिकॉज आवर माइंड इज उलझा हुआ इन द वर्ल्डलीनेस. मोर 80-90%, 10% ही आवर माइंड इज इन स्पिरिचुअलिटी. तो ये नॉलेज भी उतना ही सुपरफिशियल रहेगा. बट स्टिल दैट्स अ गुड बिगिनिंग फॉर अस इन दिस लाइफ. मे बी आफ्टर 10 lives we may become masters in all this if we continue every life like any of our masters. With that hope only we are doing. So here also the subheadings है, इसका आगे एक्सप्लेन करेंगे. So विजित्य इंद्रिय पंचकम. So our first paurusha is in trying to win over the panchendriyas. For that we have to do the prayatna, and that prayatna is a nirantara abhyasa, with which what happens, as we have now the negative vasana of being a slave to indriyas, we will have the positive vasanas of conquering the indriyas, because उसी में सारा संसार या साधना है. With all the intellectual knowledge, when we are slaves to our indriyas and indriya vastu, knowledge is there, but practice can never be. Without practice, atmanubhuti moksha can never be. So, shubha vasanaya yuktaha, endowing with shubha vasanas, bhava bhutaye. Bhava bhuti means for your own. Bhava means becoming. Bhuti means evolved. है ना. आपका अच्छे भवभूति इज ए ग्रेट पोएट ऑफ द पास्ट नेम. सो भव के भूति के लिए मतलब संसार से पार होकर स्पिरिचुअली अवल होने के लिए परम पौरुषम आश्रित्य. सो विजित्य इंद्रिय पंचकम. ओके, यू स्टार्ट डूइंग दिस साधना, जीतना इंद्रिय पंचकम. सो शुभवासनया युक्तः तदत्र भवभूतये Param Paurushamashritya Vijitya Indriya Panchagam. So, the whole subject, this can be put like this. Ki by earlier lives abhyasas, the Ashubha Vasanas are made. The Ashubha Vasanas are, the Indriyas are the Swami, we are the Sevaka Gulam ho gaye. Therefore, we are Pakka Samsari. In that also, Dharmi Papi, then are bound to get only Dukha Naraka. Now, usko reverse karo. What is it? By the Shubha Abhyasa, with the Shubha Paurusha, you get the Shubha Vasanas. And what is the Shubha Abhyasa and all? The Indriyas are brought into your control. Uska अभ्यास करो. इतना अभ्यास करे कि वो संस्कार बन जाता है कि इंद्रियास आर इन योर कंट्रोल. And with this Bhavabhuti, your spiritual evolution will happen. All good will come to you. Bhavabhuti means for your good sake. अब देखो बड़े बड़े शेर लागर उनको ना अलग अलग परीक्षाएं करा के कितना उन शेरों को कंट्रोल करते. बड़े बड़े शेर 4-4-5 शेर को द रिंग मास्टर मेक्स देम जंप इनटू फायर और स्टैंड ऑन वन लेग. उससे कठिन है इंद्रिय और मन का वासनाओं को दूर करके अपने वश में लाना, लेकिन असंभव नहीं है. We can bring our इंद्रियास टू कंट्रोल. इंद्रियों को अगर हम कंट्रोल में लाए ना, फिर शारीरिक रोग भी दूर हो जाते हैं, बहुत सारे मानसिक डिस्टर्बेंसेस भी दूर हो जाते हैं. लॉट ऑफ एनर्जी कंजर्व होता है, टाइम कंजर्व होता है. Because throughout the day we are the slaves of one or the other indriyas. Done. Now in the next shloka he says, what a powerful shloka, beautiful it is. That's what, as I said, इसमें या आगे में होगा, इसी में है. Next shloka ये. He says, अव्युत्पन्नमना यावत् भवान् अज्ञात तत्पदः गुरु शास्त्र प्रमाणैः तु निर्णीतं तावदाचर. A cute child, a very young boy, 15 years, of the highly paripakwa vicharana, understanding, convictions. होने का वयस एज नहीं है वो, है ना. रिमेंबर, ओनली एट द एज ऑफ 60-65 दैट वॉट एवर लाइफ थ्रू आउट लिव्ड, है ना, by inquiring on that under the guidance of Guru and Shastra, that people can get the knowledge about what is done is wrong, what is right. तभी जाकर विवेक वैराग्य उत्पन्न होने का चांस है. Not before that. During the age of 35 to 55, busy in samsara karma of the responsibility, etc. उससे पहले busy in settling in the job, उससे पहले पढ़ाई में. इसे ना अनुभव है उतना, ना सोचने की समय है, सोचने का शक्ति है. इसलिए गुड बैड cannot be thought over to decide, है ना. We cannot have the proper time and data. Only at the age of 50-60 तब पीछे मुड़कर देखकर कोई बंदा विवेकी वैरागी बन सकता. अब रामा, you are only 15 साल. Do you mean to say that therefore till that time go on doing negative? No. That's why two beautiful things Bhagavan Vaashishtha ji says here, worthy of catching. One, he says, avyutpanna mana yavat. Till you are avyutpanna mana, that your mind is not vyutpanna, matured. है ना. mana means buddhi, vicharana shakti करने वाला बुद्धि, till it gets matured, which comes through experience, no. There's no greater teacher than the experiences. The book knowledge gives theoretical knowledge only. No chance whether it becomes true or not. But the experiential knowledge, वो तो हमेशा हमारे साथ रहता. So through the experience, when you grow, or through the study also, contemplation also, along with age. So avyutpannamana yavat. As long as still you are immature, or till you become matured, that is vyutpannamati. This vyutpannamati is technical word. Everywhere, मतलब anywhere you can use it. Spiritually भी बढ़िया use करते हैं इसको. यहाँ spiritually use नहीं कर रहे, generally use कर रहे हैं. Spiritually vyutpannamati means the conviction that I must obtain the self for moksha. इसको कहते हैं व्युत्पन्नमति. मतलब इसका दिमाग बन गया भाई कि किससे मोक्ष मिलता है. Spiritual Vyutpannamati is only this. Otherwise, every conviction is Vyutpannamati. That I want to make a new house of mine, or change my place from here to there, or change my business. All these decisions, convictions are called Vyutpannamatis. Okay, that can be positive or negative. But here we are not talking negative, so positive. So, yavat avyutpannamana, till you have become matured, till you are capable of taking your own decisions. That's a good way of saying. Second one is yavat bhavan ajnata tatpadaha. Till the tatpada is not understood by you theoretically and obviously through sadhana and experience, till these two things happen. अज्ञात तत्पद मतलब तत्पद का जब तक ज्ञान नहीं हुआ, अव्युत्पन्न मना यावत, टिल आपका मति व्युत्पन्न नहीं हुआ, टिल यू हैव नॉट गॉट मेच्योर्ड, टिल यू हैव नॉट गॉट कन्विंस्ड अबाउट तत्पद. क्या करना चाहिए तब तक? देखो, तब तक गुरु शास्त्र प्रमाण ही तो निर्णीतम, whatever is nirnita by the guru and shastra pramana, tavad achara, keep on doing those only. लेमैन्स लैंग्वेज में, जब तक दिमाग परिपक्व हो जाए तब तक गुरु शास्त्र ने जो कहा निर्णय करके वही करो. दैट इज ऑलवेज बेटर. दैट्स व्हाई तस्मात् शास्त्रम प्रमाणम ते कार्याकार्य व्यवस्थितौ ज्ञात्वा शास्त्र विधानोक्तम कर्म कर्तुम अर्हसि. Bhagavad Gita 16th chapter, last sloka. Today we concluded for the youth. तो गुरु शास्त्र प्रमाणैः निर्णीतम तावदाचर, to be safe side. I don't know. When you don't know, don't take decision. Let the Guru decide for us. Let us do what Shastra says. By doing so, as I said earlier, when you see the result, then you understand what is said by Shastra is perfect, what is said by the Guru perfect. That is with your Jnanam Anubhavam now. Then follow that only. So here, Guru Shastra Niranitam is regarding किसका अभ्यास हमें करना है फॉर द शुभ वासना उदय. इन गीता तो आचरा आचरा करके इन दो 700 श्लोकास मोर देन 100 बार भगवान कृष्ण कहते. होल गीता और एंटायर आवर स्पिरिचुअल स्क्रिप्चरल लिटरेचर ऑफ लैक्स ऑफ श्लोकास टॉक अबाउट आचरा आचरा कुरु कुरु करो करो ओनली, शुभ कर्म का. So then you and I should not have any ambiguity when this is heard कि शास्त्र गुरु ने जो कहा उसका आचार करो, उनका आचार मत बनाओ, उनका आचरण करो. तो क्या कहा गुरु ने, शास्त्र ने? ऐसा मत बोल रहे यार, पिछले 4 साल से वही पढ़ रहे हैं, एवरी उपनिषद, एवरी ऑफ द रामायण भागवत गीता, उसमें सब करने की बातें कह रहे हैं ना, टाइम पास की बातें तो नहीं कहा, कहानियां तो नहीं थे, कहानियों के माध्यम से क्या करना वही सिखा रहे. So when you read or listen to Nachiketa story, उसमें क्या करना है? Even you go to Yamaraj, you ask for Brahma Vidya only. When you listen Prahlad story, उसमें सिखा रहे क्या करना? That be abiding in the bhakti to Narayana. When you listen to Parikshit story, वो क्या ही सिखा रहे? Throughout life भी परिक्ता ही क्षत्य है, search for the God when the time of डिपार्चर कम्स, सफिशिएंट टाइम पहले ही डिसाइड करो, ओनली मैं कृष्ण भक्ति कृष्ण ज्ञान पाने के लिए भागवत पढ़ूंगा. वो करने की बातें सब में है ना. तो गुरु शास्त्र वॉट एवर दे डू द प्रमाण तावद आचरा, प्रमाणीकरणम, दट ओनली यू डू. टिल व्हाट? अव्युत्पन्न मना यावत, अज्ञात तत्पद यावत. Till your tatpada is not thoroughly understood by you, or your maturity has not yet come to you. Guru Shastra ko follow karo. Right now, then what will happen? When you follow the Guru, follow the Shastra, they only tell about Tattva, and in practicing them, by getting the result, definitely the mana which was avyutpanna will become yutpanna, which was aparipakva, immature, will become paripakva. He says in the next shloka, Tatah pakva kashayena nunam vignata vastuna shubhopyaso, देखो, त्वया त्याज्यः वासनौघः निराधिना. देखो, ततः, when you follow the shastra and do the shubha karma vasana for long time, what will happen? Shubha karma abhyasa karte karte, which is taught by Guru and Shastra, Pakva Kashayena. This Pakva Kashaya is word used here more. In other typical literature of our own Shastras, it is used. Pakva Kashaya means the removal of all impurities from heart. Simple. Kashaya, like Kashmala, Krishna uses in Gita, 2nd chapter. First word is that only. Kutastva Kashmalamidam Vishame Samupastitam. So the Kashaya means deep rooted negative vasanas. Pakva means they are removed, eliminated. Tataha Pakva Kashayena. First thing should happen is the removal of all the impurities of negative vasanas. Then Vijnata Vastuna. Once the Vastu to be known is known, then what to be done? Shubha api asau tvaya tyajya vasana hogaha. Even the Shubha vasanas also, abhyasas also, you have to give up because you have to establish in the self. But you have to ensure one thing, that niradhina. Niradhi means the one who has no more adhi, the mental disturbances. The mental disturbances come because of the inner, deeper negative vasanas. Vyadhi is Sharira Roga. Adhi is Manoroga. Manoroga means from the mind. All the Rajotama Guna Lakshanas of Kama, Krodha, Ityadi, Niradhi means all of them are removed. So by the practice of the Shubha Abhyasa as taught by the Guru and Shastra, when the Pakva Kashaya, the negativities goes away, so too when Vijnata Vastus, Saidhantika Jnana comes to us, now we have to experience it for the moksha. At that time, as the negative vasanas have gone away with the positive abhyasa also chodo. Ab karna kya? Only tattva chintana, tattva dhyana abhyas. For that anubhuti. लाइक पूजा मंदिर में और जो भी धूल मिट्टी है उसको साफ करने के लिए वॉट एवर द क्लीनिंग प्रोसेस यू हैव टू डू, यू डू. वंस दैट्स ओवर, that the dust and removed, अब cleaning process काम भी छोड़ दो, अब sit for puja there. In the same way, the ashuddha antakarana was not allowing you to do the tattva chintana, tattva dhyana. So remove those ashubha by the shubha. When you ensure that the niradhi what you call in all our classes as antakarana shuddhi. Once that is achieved, even that shubha also first nanayam उसमें उसको छोड़कर केवल परमात्मा में जानने के प्रयत्न में, only आत्मचिंतन, तत्वचिंतन, ध्यान. That is why the life also is like that, in the brahmacharya grahastha ashram, for millions of reasons, excusable, justifiable, so much of non-positive is done. In the vanaprastha ashrama, इस सब का धुलाई होता है. In sannyasa ashrama, only one thing, sadhana for paramatma prapti. See that life span also is like that. Brahmacharya grahastha ashrama में lot of things we do, disturbing, agitating our mind because of the rajoguna, because we have to work so far for in the world for our own survival and services. वो सारा वानप्रस्थ में निकाल देना. वानप्रस्थ आश्रम इज तपस्या का समय, in which all the कषाय का पक्वा करके निकाल देते हैं. सेम टाइम द तत्व ज्ञान का भी अभ्यास, मतलब ज्ञान पाते हैं, इंटेलेक्चुअल नॉलेज. वन दैट इज डन, देन द संन्यास आश्रम लेना ही पड़ता है, जिसमें अदर देन परमात्मा प्राप्ति नो अदर क्रिया और चर्या इज रिक्वायर्ड टू बी डन. बट एन्श्योर वन थिंग, बट निराधिना मीन्स आधि सारा चला गया मन से. इन दिस वे ततः पक्व कषायेन विज्ञात वस्तुना शुभः अपि असौ त्वया त्याज्यः वासना होगः त्वया निराधिना. By you, the one whose mind is purified, now you need not do the. Once the room is clean, you need not to use the झाड़ू anymore. Keep it there. बर्तन धो लिया, अभी पोछा वो करने की जरूरत नहीं है, साबुन उधर लगा दो. इसी तरह. Now the last श्लोक of this sarga कि यदति सुभगमार्य सेवितं ततु शुभमनुसृत्य मनोज्ञ भाव बुद्ध्या अधिगमय पदं सदा विशोकं तदनु तदप्यवमुच्य साधु तिष्ठ. दिस इज हाउ दे स्लोली वेदांत में हमें प्रवेश करा रहे हैं. फर्स्ट, यद अति सुभगम, दैट व्हिच इज सुभग, a positive rich wealth, arya sevitam, which is done by, practiced by our ancient rishi muni gurus, elders. Tat, Shubham. That Shubham Anusrutya, having done the Abhyasa practice of that. How it? Manognya Bhava Buddhya. With the conviction of the Buddhi, with the beautiful Bhava of the Mana, of love, of want, of the inspiration and devotion. Like दीर्घकाल सत्कार सेवितो नैरंतर्येण सत्कार आसेवितो दृढ़भूमि. As we see in the Yoga Sutra, that type of feeling is said in this line. Manognya bhava buddhya. Manognya bhava, buddhi means conviction. Manognya bhava means the loving attitude towards that particular abhyasa. Like this class conduction. बुद्धि इज क्लास डेली करना पड़ेगा, तभी जाकर तत्व स्मरण में रहता है, समझ आता है. बट टूवर्ड दैट कन्विक्शन एंड द वर्क, मनोज्ञ भाव, दैट लविंग फीलिंग. That's such a wonderful textbook given by Sakshat Vashriji to Ramaji in front of millions and thousands of the great audience, including Narji, Vashishtha and all. That I am getting a chance to study. I will fully focus it. I will try to gain maximum knowledge out of it. I will not miss even one class also. This is called Manognya Bhava. मनोज्ञता मीन्स सुंदरता, मनोज्ञ भाव मीन्स सुंदर भाव से, बुद्धि से. So manognya bhava buddhya, you do the acharana which is done by the Aryans. Arya means our elders, and which is Shubha. So Ati Subhagam Arya Sevitam Shubham Anusrutya with manognya bhava buddhya Adhigamaya Padam Sada Vishokam. See, moksha pad ko कहते हैं इसको. Vishoka, Lesha Matra also there is no Vishoka. That pada Paramatma you achieve. While achieving it only, tad anu. Tad anu means anubhav paane ke baad, let us say. Tadapi, the earlier practices which you are doing, avamuchya, you give a sadhu tishta, just establishing that anubhuti of the Atman. So in between some gaps are there which will fill up future. So follow the Guru and Shastra's instruction and purify your heart, and with their instruction only seek that Sada Vishoka Paramatma Tattva. And once you establish, once you reach to the Anubhava of it, give up all of that. Only one job is to establish in that Anubhuti. Till firmly rooted in that Anubhuti. It's called Brahma Anubhava Nishtha. Atma Anubhava Nishtha. Brahma Atmaikya Bodha Nishtha. Once you get into that, then you can play the play wherever you are. Yasya Brahmani Ramate Chittam Nandati 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 Eva Yatra Yatra Manoyati Tatra Tatra Samadaya or Pratiboda Viditam Matam. All of that. So now you and I have to. Yoga Vashi is a very sublime text. वो उसको पढ़ना समझना समझाना सुनना समझना not easy. It's not like other text जो सीधा हमको पढ़ा. इसमें बहुत अब fill up the blanks होंगे. Then you have to remember the past also. You have to make a complete picture, comprehensive picture, and then do the practice. So how many things? Paurusha Prayatna leading to Abhyasa becoming Samskara or Vasana. Positive to eliminate the negative. While doing so, the Tattva Chintana Samskara also we have to develop through Tattva Shravana, Tattva Adhyayana and all. Once all of that done, as a result of which the Niradhi, entire mind is purified, no other than abiding in the self, no other thing we need to do. Even after abiding of the experience into the self, even that practice is no more required. कहने की भी जरूरत नहीं है कि मैं आत्मा हूं, ब्रह्म हूं, अनुभव हो चुका. सो अति सुभगम आर्य सेवितम शुभम अनुसृत्य मनोज्ञ भाव बुद्ध्या सदा विशोकम पदम अधिगमया. Adhigamaya means follow that path, taking you to Vishoka, the Atma Anubhuti. Vishoka Ananda Gano, Swayam Kutaschinna Babhuva Kaschit. We have heard about Paramatma Prapti as Vishoka Sthiti. Tadanu, once you reach to that, Tadapi Avamuchya. Avi intellectual practice also not required. You are established in that. You are one with that. So Adhu Tishta, just establish. Sadhu means Atma Anubhuti. Tishta means establish in it. साधु तिष्ठ में साधु अनुभूति में तिष्ठ हो जाओ इति. इन दिस वे श्री वासिष्ठ तात्पर्य श्री वासिष्ठ महारामायणे वाल्मीकिये मुमुक्षु व्यवहार प्रकरणे कर्म विचारो नाम नवमः सर्गः. Thus concludes the 9th sarga. Today date also is 9th. है ना. 9th August 1942 क्विट इंडिया मूवमेंट. टुडे इट स्टार्टेड. पूज्य गुरुदेव आल्सो 9th August 1993 उनका जो है ना वो भू समाधि किया गया था. दो ही लेफ्ट बॉडी on 4th August in India, but because it was 3rd August there, it is made as 3rd universally. Anyway, in this way, 9th chapter, 9th Sarga we have done. Rama Rama. Now the 10th onwards, the name of the 10th is GNANA AVATHARANAM. The beginning of the ज्ञान प्रकरण स्टार्ट्स. ज्ञान का जो तत्व ज्ञान का है. अब इसका ना बहुत बहुत कहानियां होंगे, बहुत सारे चीजें बताएंगे. आफ्टर द ज्ञानावतरण इन द दशम सर्ग 11th we will see वक्तृ पृच्छक लक्षण. The लक्षण of a healthy person who questions, jignasu, and the vakta, the speaker, the guru, the answerer. Then we do तत्व महात्म्य वर्णनम, है ना. वेदांत में धीरे धीरे हम प्रवेश कर रहे हैं कि नहीं. उसके बाद हमको होगा पढ़ने को तत्व महात्म्य वर्णन के पश्चात शम निरूपण प्रकरणम. साधना में शम, शमदम परमति दीक्षा, शम निरूपणम. That's a big one, 84 shlokas in that. Then we are in the next one. We go to Krishna Vasudeva, and then Vichara Nirupanam, the contemplation and inquiry once the mind is quietened. Then Santosha. So Shamo Vichara Santosha Chaturtha Sadhu Sangamaha Moksha Dware Dwarapalaha Chatvara Parikirtitaha. We have seen that in Viduraniti and all. That is from here only. So we have seen Shamaha Prakaranam, second Vichara Prakaranam, third Santosha Prakaranam. Now fourth one is the Sadachara Nirupana Prakaranam. In that way, each of the Sarga has beautiful things to teach us. Then comes Grantha Sankhyaadi Varnanam Nama. Then in the Ashtadasha Sarga, Krishna Vasudeva, I am looking, seeing for myself also. दृष्टांत निरूपण सर्ग. देन 19वां होगा लाइक भगवत गीता, एवरी अध्याय इट्स ओन नेम. then one pramana nirupanam is the 19th one. Then the 20th one will be again sadachara nirupanam. In this way, with 20 sargas, Mumukshu Vyavahara Prakarana will be over. Then the Utpatti Prakaranam begins, which has got a good number of sargas, maybe 122 or 23. तो एक एक सर्ग का 2 दिन लगाओ या 2.5-3, तो फिर 1 साल लगेगा उसी का. Because 122 into 3, 366. Anyway, I'm happy that the 9th sarga is so beautiful. We could do in 6 days. Let us do our Shanti mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna. Arati karo. Mangala Nirajanam. Or Nayano. Shiva Govinda Govinda Hari Govinda Srimati Ramanujaya. गैस लीक हो रहा है इधर. श्रीमते रामानुजाय नमः. This is best. ओम न तत्र सूर्यो भाति न चंद्र तारकम नेमा विदितो भान्ति कुतोऽयमग्निः तमेव भान्तु मनुः तस्य वासः नारायण दाशरथ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो मंगलमूर्तये ब्रह्म. बोल श्री श्याम रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. श्री रामायण योग वाष्ट महारामायण शास्त्र की जय. वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज की आनंद की जय. नमः पार्वती मध्य हर हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंद गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय राम राम. हमें हमें श्री यादव भक्त माता की जय. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक से उपास जिज्ञास धर्म संस्थापक मुमुक्ष मुक्तगण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय. अध्यात्म जीवन विधान की जय. That's thank you. Join in 5 minutes for our study of next 3 texts.